I'm here with Dr. David Aviv, Vice President of Advanced Services for Radware. What differentiates next-generation data centers from today's?
We are starting to see a couple of new trends running in the service provider data centers, starting from the conventional consolidation phase, moving into virtualization phase, and now running into what is called automation phase, the consolidation of services, of putting and adding new service planes behind web-based services, running into SIP-based services, moving from web into a consolidated infrastructure that enables running web collaboration-based services, full support of back-end and front-end tiers at the service providers, which means adding of B2B or business-to-business arms into the application delivery controller. That means aggressive support of XML-based services, and as well business-to-customer arm, which is more adding a real-time arm for providing that kind of real-time enterprise or real-time enterprise service, our data center.
This sounds like a lot of new things, new innovations, new applications. What sort of burden does this put on people who run data centers?
It puts new load and new requirements on data centers, since they will need to support both new network-based architectures are putting in the network, as well as new services.
One part of that is application delivery. What's the role of application delivery control, or ADC, in the next generation data center?
Application delivery controllers are going to take a much more important role in this next generation architecture rollout. Application delivery controller is basically a mediation between the service layer and the network layer. So being able to provide a much more tighter integration between the service and network layers are going to be the focal point of the next generation ADC. That means being able to virtualize both the network layer and the service layer. That means being able to operate over different virtualized network layers like IPVPNs, VLANs, and other virtualization forms like Metro Ethernet from one point of view. Second one, being able to support multiple service instances in a virtualized phase, as well as globally virtualize the service plane.
What new technologies do you see being adopted in the ADC space?
We are going to see some new technologies in the data center. Some of them are quite traditional, but are evolving, and we are going through an evolution path through different acceleration techniques, adding more what is called proxy-based technologies for supporting new protocols. So we were talking about a wide range of support of multiple protocols like SIP, web, streaming, SOAP. So this is definitely one way on one area that we are going to see a more evolvement of the new technologies. But we do see a totally new dimension adding to the ADC, which is a real-time SLA-based measurement ability and control ability.
What will service providers be able to offer their customers as a result of this new capability?
First and foremost, it will be much more easier for a service provider to manage in a much more managed way and predictable way their services, being able to do their CapEx and OpEx planning accordingly in a much more predictive way. But the most important part from the customer point of view will be being able to provide those kind of multiple services in a consolidated data center environment with a much higher quality of experience.
What kind of things is Radware doing to help in these environments?
We've just announced the next generation platform environment, the on-demand switching, which is in a way an answer to the requirement, being able to address in an on-demand fashion license-based platform starting from low scale to a very high scale of today's 16 gig platforms, being able to address both scalability and performance, high powered performance requirements, and as well adding the manageability part of it, introducing a next generation of management system to being able to address, manage, and control those kind of on-demand environments.
David, thank you for talking to Light Reading TV.
Thank you very much.